This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Alyssa Solomon takes flight to Japan. A new era begins. Alas Filipinas men reconnect with roots at National Museum ahead of FIVB Worlds. $5,000 for an apology. Phillies fans under fire after taking kids baseball. Padres walk off in 10th, complete thrilling 4-3 comeback. Atlanta Dream dominate, claim second spot. And joining us live right here at the BNC studio, Filipino Pro Wrestling's headline makers, Gymbro, Thiago, and good guy Quatro. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 9th of September. Now, here's our roundup. Alyssa Solomon, the three-time UAP champion and Alas Pilipinas standout, is set to take her high-flying talents to Japan. While the details of her team remain under wraps, the volleyball world is buzzing with excitement and anticipation. From NU Lady Bulldogs' glory to international stardom, Solomon's journey is about to reach brand new heights. Support has poured in across social media with longtime teammate Bella Belen and fellow national team stars Fifi Sharma and the entire Alas Pilipinas family cheering her on. And why not? Solomon has proven time and again that she's built for the big stage. This is the move she has long envisioned, even passing up the KVL and PVL drafts just to chase her dream of playing abroad. And now the dream becomes reality in the land of the rising sun. Soon, we'll find out which team will welcome the 6-foot powerhouse opposite Spiker, and whether she'll face off against another NU legend in Jaja Santiago. For now, one thing's certain, Alyssa Solomon is ready to soar higher than ever before. Just 3 days before representing the country, Alas Pilipinas men reconnected with their roots, gaining inspiration for their historic campaign in the FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship 2025. The team joined the MWCH 2025 Media Day at the National Museum of Natural History in Manila, right in the heart of the capital. Alas men came off a 3-country training camp in Europe and capped preparations off with a tune-up match against Portugal. Head coach Angelino Frigoni urged fans to pack the Mall of Asia Arena, serving as the team's 7th man during their historic debut. 5 nations had arrived in Manila, including Pool A rivals Iran and Tunisia, both without top scorers Amin Esmanezhad and Wasim Bintara, respectively. Korea, Romania, Portugal, Poland, and Canada are also on site and received a warm Filipino welcome. More than 10,000 fans are expected on opening day, September 12, at the Mall of Asia Arena, where Alas men opened their campaign against Tunisia with K-pop boy group Next Door, adding flair to the World Championship's grand kickoff. What a wild scene in Philadelphia, and this one has the entire sports world buzzing. Now here's the scene. Phillies outfielder Harrison Bader blasts a home run against the Marlins. The crowd erupts. The ball lands in the stands. And 10-year-old Lincoln Feltwell thinks he just got the gift of a lifetime. But instead of celebration, drama unfolds. A woman demands the ball, screaming at Lincoln and his father Andrew until they finally hand it over. The video went viral instantly, sparking outrage across the baseball community. Now here's the shocker. Blowout Cards, a major sports collectibles company, has stepped in with a bold offer. $5,000 for the baseball, but only if the woman signs it and writes 2 simple words. I'm sorry. If she agrees, the ball goes back to young Lincoln. On Good Morning America, his father Andrew described the moment as heartbreaking. But baseball redeemed itself. The Marlins sent souvenirs to Lincoln for his upcoming 10th birthday. And Harrison Bader himself came through with a signed bat, telling the boy, from controversy to redemption, this is one ballpark story that proves baseball is never short on drama. In Major League Baseball, the San Diego Padres pulled off a dramatic comeback, rallying from a 3-run deficit to beat the Cincinnati Reds 4-3 in 10 innings at Petco Park. Jackson Merrill ignited the rally with a massive fly ball into right center field. The ball caromed off Reds center fielder TJ Friedel's glove. 2 runners scored and Merrill reached third. The crowd erupted, momentum now fully with the Padres. A few innings later, Fernando Tatis Jr. delivered the walk-off sacrifice fly, sealing the 4-3 victory. It marks Tatis' 4th career walk-off RBI and his 2nd this season. The win shows the Padres' resilience and their push for playoff position in a big September. In the WNBA, the Atlanta Dream erupt in a thrilling 87-62 victory over the Connecticut Sun. Down by just 2 at halftime, Atlanta unleashed a second-half onslaught, outscoring the Sun 42-19, as Carl Smesco makes history with a WNBA record for wins by a first-year coach. Atlanta, 29-14, now holds a half-game edge over the Las Vegas Aces, who have torn through the league with 14 straight wins for the number 2 playoff seed. The Dream look to finish the season strong against Connecticut, capping the franchise's most incredible campaign ever, surpassing their previous high of 23 wins. Ryan Howard exploded for 18 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, joined by Alicia Gray with 15 and Naz Hillman with 14. For the Sun, Sania Rivers had 16 points. Anissa Morrow put up 13 and 14 rebounds. But Connecticut misses the playoffs for the first time since 2016, ending a streak of 4 straight 25-win seasons, including a humbling 4-game sweep by Las Vegas in the 2022 finals. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Did you know that in Wushu, Nandu can make or break a routine? Nando means difficulty score. It is the crucial element in Wushu competitions that rewards athletes for performing complex movements like 360 to 720-degree spins, acrobatic jumps, balances, and seamless transitions. The higher the Nandu, the greater the risk, but also the greater the reward. So next time you watch a Wushu performance, pay attention to those dazzling moves, because Nandu is what separates the good from the great. It's time for our off-court buzzer. Olympic diving legend Greg Louganis sells his gold medals and leaves USA for a fresh start in Panama. One of the greatest divers of all time, Greg Louganis is turning the page to a brand new chapter in life. The 65-year-old Olympic icon who captured 4 gold medals and 1 silver between 1976 and 1988 has sold his California home, parted with treasured possessions, and even let go of 3 of his historic medals for over $400,000. His gold came from the 1984 Los Angeles Games, sold for $199,301, and his gold from the 1988 Seoul Games sold for $201,314, and his silver from the 1976 Montreal Games fetched $30,250. From blessing his home with hopes of joy and peace for its new owners to auctioning off the medals that defined his legendary career, Louganis is making bold moves that shock fans worldwide. Louganis became the first man in history to sweep all diving events in consecutive Olympic Games. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame for the U.S. He has also received numerous honors for his courage and advocacy. In 1994, Louganis came out as gay, and a year later, he publicly revealed that he was HIV positive. Since then, he has been a trailblazer for LGBTQ rights, HIV and AIDS awareness, mental health, addiction recovery, and even environmentalism. Now he's heading to Panama, not as the world's greatest diver, but as a man searching for who Greg Louganis truly is, away from the spotlight and Olympic glory. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 9th of September. Up next, joining us live right here at the BNC studio, Filipino Pro Wrestling's headliners, Gymbro Thiago, and FPW champion, good guy Quatro. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. It's wrestling season once again, and our guests tonight have scores to settle. as Filipino Pro Wrestling returns to the ring for another iteration of unfinished business. Please welcome to the BNG studio, FPW certified headline makers. Simulan natin kay Gymbro, Thiago, back at BNC. Oh man, Mr. Rocco Nacino, somebody's looking for you. At syempre, kasama niya ang FPW reigning champion, Quatro.
Bilyonaryo Scorecard live.
Alright.
Sir Anton.
Welcome, brothers. Welcome, welcome.
What's up?
Pare, welcome
see you
back.
again.
Welcome back, welcome back. Champ, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a seat, guys.
Sa?
Wow. We've come a long way. You've come a long way.
Yes.
From fighting fellow wrestlers, ngayon, artista na ang
Artista na.
kinakalaban mo, pare. Woo!
Celebrity.
Oo, kaya ngayon, last time nandito ako, naka-gym attire ako ngayon, pero ngayon, trying to be a Hollywood guy.
I like it. I like the upgrade in the looks. Now, before I get to the champ, I'm very curious to ask this because I'm trying to figure out kung paano ba nagsimula itong beef niyong dalawa ni Mr. Rocco Nacino. So, he was just supposed to watch and prank his wife,
Yeah.
Melissa. He comes inside the ring and you guys seem to be okay. Ikaw pa
Agree.
yung tumawag sa kanya.
Agree.
Ano naman ang dumaan sa isip mo, Mr. Gymbro? At sinampulan mo si Rocco Nacino.
know.
What happened? What happened?
Hindi ko alam eh. First of all, pumunta ako sa ring para celebrate birthday niya.
Okay.
To call out na, oy, we have a celebrity. Para bigyan naman natin siya ng love kasi I think kailangan niya ng basbas ko. Di ba? So, bigyan niya ako dinidisrespect niya for some reason, di ko alam. So, syempre, hindi ako mapatalo. Kailangan kong gulpihin. Syempre, I'm still the man. Still the man in this ring.
Ayun, no?
Wala ka sa TV.
Pare,
Di ba?
bro,
Syempre, lahat ng beatings na ginagawa ko sa lahat ng wrestlers, hindi ako nag-hold back sa kahit kanino, kahit artista pa yan.
kaya lang may sumingit.
Ayun nga eh, bugbog na sana eh.
May sumingit. Oh, naku, nabigyan ng frog splash.
Kasi medyo masakit actually. Kaya yung reaction ko,
Man, a little Nacino heat, but you're out for revenge, Thiago.
for sure.
All right, let's get to the champ here because you also have a score to settle as well with a guy who also came here on the show, Mr. Chino Ginto. Ngayon, Quatro, champ.
Yes, sir.
Ano ba ang kwento dito? How did this conflict between you and Mr. Ginto start? Because I actually thought that he retired already and then he suddenly shows up, a guy with a hoodie, tapos nagpakilala siya, and then of course gave you the stump. So how was that?
Actually, tama ka doon eh. He's already retired. I already retired him. And apparently, hindi siya man of his word. And he will stop at nothing para ma-achieve yung dream niya of being FPW champion. But unfortunately, he's wrestling in the same era as the best wrestler in the Philippines. And hindi mangyayari yung dream na yun. It's just a dream and it's gonna stay at that.
Wow. Alam mo yung kapag nasa funeral ka na, sinusuot ka ng parang tribute for the person. Parang ito na rin yun, eh.
I was once a Chino Ginto fan. He was great, pero he's past his prime, and it's my time now. And when I'm at my best, no one can touch me. And hindi siya.
Yeah, I want you guys to zoom into this shirt.
This is a one-of-one crying Chino Ginto shirt. It is worth 36,000 pesos. And Chino Ginto, if you can beat me, and I know you can have this shirt back.
So, Quatro, what is at stake dito sa laban yung dalawa ni Chino? Is there word again that if he loses, is this an all or nothing thing? Mag-retire na ba ulit siya?
I mean, if he doesn't, pinapahiya lang niya yung sarili niya. And he should be a man of his word. And I'll make sure na my word will stick. And itong second retirement niya will be permanent.
Alright, balik ako sa'yo, Gymbro, because I have to, obviously wala kang inaatrasan, but I was with Mr. Rocco Nacino at the first ever Grapple Island event. Shout out to Mr. Louis Sanggalang. And ito si Rocco, bro, wala ring inaatrasan yan. Yung kalaban niya for the main event got injured unexpectedly. And he fought a replacement fighter who was actually bigger than him. Pero natuloy. So, I mean, like, this guy's dangerous, bro. Artista siya, but he's an actual MMA fighter as well.
Ganun ba? Parang narinig ko fake daw yung MMA. So, dapat ba ako matakot? Wrestling to. This is real. It's a wrestling ring.
Jiu-jitsu isn't real, just stand up.
Oh, tatayo ka lang eh. Sa jiu-jitsu, higa. Diba? Walang ganun dito. Dapat ikaw patutumbayin kung di mo kailangan tumumba. So, kahit malaki yung kinalaban mo, iba pa rin yung laki ng Gymbro.
Okay, ito naman. Mike Madrigal, I want to ask, what if he interferes in your match with Rocco? Anong contingency plan dyan? Baka may sumingit na naman.
Bakit yan may kisali ka, Mike Madrigal? Pero kung sumali siya, sama-sama na kayong lahat, pagbubulbuling ko kayo. Diba? Kasi kung nabubuhat ko 1,000 kilograms na workout a week, what is Mike Madrigal's weight? Like 90 kilograms and then Rocco, mani lang yan. Left arm, right arm.
Ayan. Okay.
Ayan.
Pero ito, galit na yan eh. Kung naririnig nyo, I think hindi siya PG. Pero kung gusto mo manood, Facebook.
Now, Quatro, going back to you, you seem to be very adept at using the belt. As, meron ka pang workout sa gym na talagang yung motion na paggamit ng belt. So, this belt, what does that mean to you, being the FPW champion?
Well, having this belt, it basically signifies that you are the best at your craft. And unfortunately, hindi si Chino Ginto yan. This belongs to me and I am the best.
So what can we expect from you as you face Chino Ginto at the main event of FPW Unfinished Business on September 14?
Well, on September 14, FPW Unfinished Business, you can expect to hear the words "and still undisputed FPW champion Quatro." And kasama nun, marinig mo yung mga iyak ng mga Chino Crybabies echoing sa Bake Studios, Makati.
And Mr. Thiago Gymbro, final words para kay Mr. Rocco Nacino who might be tuned in right now.
Sana nanonood ka, Rocco Nacino. Kasi sobrang excited na ako sa debut mo. Alam mo bakit? Yun na yung maging first match mo as a pro wrestler. I-make sure ko na yun rin yung magiging final match mo as a pro wrestler. And not only that, yun na rin ang magiging huling acting career mo!
Patay!
Nagpipick yung microphones, naririnig ko yung guys in the back.
Sorry Anton, kasi sobrang nag-work ako pag narinig ko na si Rocco na
sinanggal niya yung headset.
Yeah, I hope Rocco's network and his managers, they're probably praying na hindi siya masaktan. Kasi nga, you know, this guy, he's a matinee idol. He stars in various teleseries and movies. So I'm very concerned about Rocco. But ito, going back to Quatro here, final message para kay
Final
Mr. Chino
message.
Ginto.
Saan yung camera natin? Ito ba? Okay. Alam mo, Anton, I'm sick and tired of talking about Chino Ginto. Sobrang dami ko nang binigay na airtime and bandwidth kay Chino Ginto. So I'm gonna address an entity that is much more important than Chino Ginto, which is his fans. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to sincerely apologize to you guys. Dahil alam ko na inaabangan nyo to, nagtipid kayo, hindi kayo bumili ng deodorant para makabili ng ticket sa show na to, just to see your hero finally fulfill his dream. Finish his story, if you will, and that is to win an FPW title. But unfortunately, I'm really sorry guys, madi-disappoint kayo and you might be depressed after September 14 kasi I am the best at this craft and when I'm at my prime, hindi mangyayari yun. So September 14 is not the date, 2025 is not the year. I am very sorry guys and I would like to apologize to each and every one of you. Bawiin nyo na lang, you can bet your life savings, you can bet your house, you can even bet your wife that Quatro will retain on September 14. And this is the last time that I will talk about Chino Ginto and the last time that you will see him in an FPW ring and that is a guarantee.
Wow, maiinit na salita mula dito sa FPW champion na si Quatro and of course, the one and only Gymbro Thiago. Mr. Rocco Nacino. Man, I hope he's training right now because it should be a very excellent fight between Thiago, the Gymbro, and the main event. Mr. Main Event, Rocco Nacino. And at the FPW Unfinished Business Main Event, the champ, Quatro in action against Chino Ginto. Gentlemen, maraming salamat sa oras. And I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Thank you so much, Anton.
Up next, Alex Eala's Sao Paulo debut. She's got the title, the ranking, and the momentum. But Yasmin Mansouri wants to spoil the party. Who sets the tone? We're about to find out. So keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Alex Eala is doing the impossible right now. She's making tennis must-watch in the Philippines. She barely had time to celebrate that Guadalajara title before jumping straight back into the grind. From Mexico to Brazil, from WTA 125 glory to a WTA 250 test. This is the life of a rising star trying to crack into the top 50. First up, a round of 32 matchup with Frances Yasmin Mansouri. Now on paper, this is a total mismatch. Eala sitting pretty at number 61 in the world. Mansouri way down at number 380. But that's tennis. Rankings don't guarantee you anything when you're running on fumes after back-to-back tournaments. Guadalajara was not easy. Alex had to rally from a set down in both the semis and the finals. And that's a lot of emotional gas spent. But it also tells you something bigger. She's learning how to win ugly. She's learning how to dig in. Now, Mansouri isn't just some random qualifier. She's got a Duke pedigree. 5 ITF singles titles, 14 doubles titles, and she just picked up a trophy in Tunisia earlier this year. The problem is, she's inconsistent. A 25-24 singles record in 2025 tells the story. She's dangerous in patches, but over 2 sets, against a high-level counterpuncher like Alex, that's a tall order. So, what's the real question here? It's not can Alex win, it's how much does she have left in the tank. The lefty game, the angles, the mental toughness, that's all there. But back-to-back weeks of grinding 3-setters will take its toll. Now, this opener against Mansouri is less about survival and more about setting the tone. Blow through this one, keep the legs fresh, and suddenly, she's not just a feel-good story. She's a real threat to go deep again. And let's not forget the big picture. Beatriz Haddad Maia, Brazil's golden girl, is waiting at the top of this draw. Solana Sierra is lurking as the number 2 seed. So this is a heavyweight bracket. So stay ahead of the game as Alex Eala carries the flag into Brazil. A WTA title in her pocket, a new ranking at 61, and now another test in Sao Paulo. Here's your preview of her opening match. Eala versus Mansouri. History says the number 61 beats the number 380 and moves on. But sport isn't always math. It's momentum, confidence, and that little thing called belief. Alex has all 3, and after Guadalajara, the question isn't, is she good enough? It's how far, how fast, and how soon. And that's a wrap on Eala's tournament opener. Can she keep that fire burning in Brazil? The stage is set, the pressure is building. So tune in, lock in, and as always, keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From a 4-time Grand Slam champion and former world number 1, Naomi Osaka once said, you have to imagine it, and then you have to believe it for it to actually come true. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Thank you so much for year number 1 on the Scorecard, and have a blessed evening. See you again soon.